a quick completion. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. But what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Jackson will throw. Keeps looking downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Burke. It's a running room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. We didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hughes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Knights line it up with a first and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. Might be looking to run. Wide out trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Toss to the outside. There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Hughes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter. The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The give out of the gun. Runs through the tackle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And some room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Washington. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Quarterback making checks. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Briggs. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Robertson. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On third down, he drops to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. Got a man. It's Hughes. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep to the right. He breaks a tackle. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Bears!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Knights! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Fair catch, called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Motion from the wideout. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Pocket breaking down. Snatches it on the right. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing a 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Rushes on him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Now, 4th down.
And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Jackson gonna throw it. Dangerous screen into traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Got his man out of the backfield. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 35, he's got room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. If you're down 2 possessions, you need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on first down from the 30. Leaves it with the running back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play action fake. Right down the middle. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Bears!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're on 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Using his legs, it's Nixon. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack. The Knights come to the line on 3rd
short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Jackson will throw. Now improvising. Slings it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Knights will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Has to get there to move the stick. The Knights get enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be no. Can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Jackson gonna throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Knights are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here's the pressure. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown. And this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll try to blast their way in. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
This offense in dire need of a touchdown is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score 35, UCF 21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to the ground with the running back. Still on his feet at the 35. All by himself down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Jackson will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Second down, he'll throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And he'll haul it in and take it to the...
Tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 17 over BYU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off. Got room at the 35. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Bears just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They want that clock to run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Klopfenstein. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll give it to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Looking to get it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Knights buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Jackson gonna throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to...